We live in a world dominated by social media, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. Kids are growing up wanting to be YouTubers, which I find mind boggling. Inspired by superficial media, facades of perfection, celebrating things like materialism, shallow thinking, money over matter and meaning. This affects adults too, this fallacy of perfection, and it is crippling. I'm what they call a Zennial, born in 1983. Facebook didn't come out until I was in college. Same with YouTube. Fast forward to today, I can't believe these platforms have been around for 20 years. The internet has changed how humans think in a way that isn't punk rock at all. It's become a very noisy place, demanding so much of our time and attention. In my case, I live abroad, working remotely and dependent on the internet to land new projects, new clients, drum up new business. It's not easy when you feel like you're trying to stand out in a sea of AI slop and wannabe influencers. This is especially an issue on LinkedIn, which I can make a whole video about LinkedIn. Maybe I will. It's a very difficult place to make meaningful connections. And now, because so many people are blasting recycled self-help advice that no one asked for, the average person on LinkedIn observing all this has become very weary of all the scammers and all the people trying to sell them something they don't even need. Maybe this is why I would build things, offers, frameworks, workshops, and never even ship them. I would think to myself, A, I'm too busy overthinking everything and trying to be perfect. And B, I would feel like, what's the point? Is anybody even going to see this? Are they going to care about it? That's self-doubt. And the point is this: you have an idea, a vision, and you never get it out there because of self-doubt, this fallacy of perfection. Living a life of quiet desperation, fear-based thinking, confining ourselves to projections of what we assume others think. The tech is supposed to serve us, but instead we're serving the tech. I'm done with all that. I'm done with all that self-doubt and techno conformity, because I've rediscovered recently that when you show up each day with a sort of punk rock energy, you automatically release all of that doubt. You see through the BS and you don't accept it. Whether it's the negative talk, the negative self-talk, or the would-be haters paralyzing you before you even make a move. I'm talking about a vibe where we embrace what it means to be messy, flawed, human. It's more attractive than ever in a world where so many people are outsourcing their thinking and their creativity to AI models, algorithms. That's techno conformity. Imagine spending most of your career, most of your creativity, figuring out how to get people to click on some button so they can join your email list or buy something or whatever. What is that? What worked just a few years ago isn't going to work anymore. When we're online all day, on our screens all day, there's so much noise, so much distraction, and things are changing fast. All these distractions jockeying your attention, your time, your money. It's like that movie, The Matrix, where we're all just a bunch of pawns feeding into a corporate system. And I've never really been one to embrace corporate vibes. In fact, when I've tried to go down that road as a consultant, nothing ever really worked for me, even though I had lots of value to add and I just wanted to solve interesting problems and support leadership teams. I was acting out of integrity. I wasn't being myself. I was trying to engage in this techno conformity so I could find new clients, find new projects. But when I replace all that apprehension and self-doubt with this punk rock energy, I feel a sense of excitement and adventure that I haven't felt in a long time. The artist within re-emerging to seize the world by the short hairs. Other people feel it too. It's this form of rebellion against the status quo. And I don't know about you, but I don't accept the status quo at all. And again, I'm not the only one. We see this playing out in real time with these anti-ICE protests spreading across cities all over the US right now. These protests are about human rights and human dignity, but my sense is they're also a reflection of this pent-up rage. People are tired of doom scrolling, tired of living in quiet desperation, tired of watching this train wreck of a system, this dumpster fire. The world is burning. Every single institution in the U.S. is warped. Personal freedoms corroded every day. I don't accept any of that. I'd rather get a lot more punk rock about things personally, because we have the freedom of choice. How you show up each day, the mindset you embrace, and what you give your attention to. Freedom of Choice is also a song by a band called Devo, one of my favorite bands, one of my favorite songs. In fact, I want to read to you some of the lyrics from that song. Verse 1, a victim of collision on the open sea. Nobody ever said that life was free. Sink, swim, go down with the ship, but use your freedom of choice. I'll say it again, in the land of the free, use your freedom of choice, your freedom of choice. Verse 2, then if you got it, you don't want it. Seems to be the rule of thumb. Don't be tricked by what you see. You got two ways to go. For me, into the lyrics, for me, those two choices, those two ways boil down to quiet desperation versus punk rock energy. I don't know about you, but I'm done with the quiet desperation and I'm embracing that punk rock energy. That's why I started this channel, to nurture that energy, to cultivate it and never lose it again. What about you? Where are you at right now? Are you living in quiet desperation? Do you feel like you need to get a little more punk rock about things? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. And if you found this inspiring at all, share the video, spread it around, hit subscribe for more. Let's keep it punk rock. Let's keep it human.